and all the success. DJ, please increase the volume. Yeah, that is her number. Yes. Just get closer to her. Just get closer to her. Again with the blessing. Yes. I love that. Thank you. If you ever need saving, running to you, running. Yes. I'm running to you, running. You know the steps. Please take the steps like Doctor is doing. Okay? Yeah, I like that. I'm running to you, running. Thank you, Dr. Grace. There is a lot of message in that song. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Looking for trouble. It's cause I know that I got you. Doctor is heading to the parents' tent. The parents, I was at there, but now I got my dinner got boy. Oh, you gotta see what it is, and it's a tool. Yes, very welcome. Let's clap for her, at least for the dance. My dancing, I'm so happy to have Dr. Big Tex come here. Yeah? You don't know what it means. We have the president here, not just the Minister of Health, because this sector needs people who understand real things. Yeah? Protocol observed. All welcome. I picked two gentlemen from the parents' tent. Abantu abo bempikize balugafe bebansala. Omu yenkuluse makula. Eyasobozesa okubeera ku CBS for over 10 years, paying nothing. Abasinga ne bamanya. You know radio is powerful, but he made it possible. So, byamutendereza byonna, I think abirina kakakwati. Atenga walugafe n'omukuluse lunjoki. Era I believe Tiabolugafe bebasinga obugezi in the world. I'm sorry about that. But again, I'm so happy. I may not follow, you know, because welcome. I have a documented speech which I'll read, but then afterwards I concentrate on appreciating, because I'm getting from Kulu. I take Okumanya abantu chino appreciating us. So let me read it very, very fast. Yeah, if you have the booklet, you will open and you'll see my picture. That's what I documented. On behalf of the entire research community, I extend my warmest congratulations to each of you on this remarkable achievement. Today, you stand proudly as certified occupational herbalists, a testament to your dedication, perseverance, and passion for the field of herbal medicine. Your journey has been marked by a deep commitment to learning the vital skills of propagation, conservation, nurturing of medicinal plants, good harvesting practices, post-harvest handling, compounding, standardization, and notification. These are essential competencies that will enable you to make significant contributions to the health and well-being of our communities and beyond. Your graduation today is not just a celebration of your hard work, but also an affirmation of the importance of herbal medicine in our world. You are now the torch bearers of a rich tradition that combines the wisdom of our ancestors with the rigor of modern science methods. Your skills will ensure that natural medicines are preserved, standardized, and made accessible to those who need them most. As you step into this new phase of your professional lives, I encourage you to remain curious and committed to lifelong learning. Continue to innovate, explore, and expand the boundaries of knowledge in herbal medicine. Your work will not only enhance the field, but also provide invaluable insights that can shape the future of healthcare. Know that we in the research community stand ready to support you in your endeavors. We believe in the potential of your contributions to unlock new frontiers in medicine and to foster a deep understanding of the powerful healing properties of nature. Congratulations once again, and may you find fulfillment, success, and purpose in the noble path you have chosen. That is my written speech, and if you liked my English, that is from Trinity College. Nabingo chair. This time it's not Namagunda, but it's Trinity College. Yeah. So, I'm now just going to go through appreciation. First of all, I appreciate God the Almighty, who saw it fit that this place is gazetted for research in traditional medicine immediately after independence in 1963. So, things moved on at the time, but of course research was the kind where you look at a plant and look out for a molecule to make Panadol, to make quinine, to make, until when AIDS came knocking. And when AIDS came knocking, like COVID did, herbalists at that time were mobilized. And at this moment, I would like us to remember omukulu ennyo Haji Lutakoma Sentam eyatuzalira Haji Lutakoma atudde wano olwaleero. Nti olwaleero okumulaba nga atudde wano, it's testimony that training is very important. Would also like to recognize Haji Lutakoma Inano, twin brother, you know. But nange tusirikiriramu tujjukire Haji Lutakoma Sentam for 2 minutes. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Several guests of honor, way back around 2007, ministry was laboring to get herbal medicine represented on the board of NDA. I think when the first board was being created. And they would invite herbalists and everybody would tell each other, Temugendayo, Pajakubaba, Temugendayo. Haji Lutakoma yekka yeyagayariga to come. When my former director here, Mubiru, was still around. And that was the beginning leading us to where we are standing here today, you know. Kakati, Haji nakola bulungi nnyo, na training and atendeka. Kati, at that time, when HIV had come, herbalists were mobilized, Haji yali musale nnyo mu mobilizing, and this is when FETA was put in place. FETA, you heard about FETA when Honorable Kafunjo was presenting here, and it really did great work to bring together modern and the traditional healers. Mulia, Professor Katabida, you know, all those, and the lots of speech, several chair. Eddagala lya HIV wonna balipaka bajjanjabi eddagala lyalirize naye omuzungu omumanyi n'akola ARVs. Ebyo byonna n'abiyiwako ki? Ice. Netutambula. Our current president n'abuuliriza nnyo banaye, is there a place where we can look at herbal medicine? Naye buli be yabuuzanga nga bamuleetera just the medical side. Until I understand one time, he walked himself from the Kasero State House and discovered this place. That it was just there, the lab yonna, just a bit from a means war. Now discovering anti-panga, at that time they are you know, traditional medicine, they switch off. So the president endeavored, you remember he was making omutete toothpaste, and he wanted to patent it, and you know, Pagamba, Musajja watuga. Now Zula tewali was systems, tewali was policies. Now trying, now forming a group of scientists. Me, Professor John Hangire, one child omulala akola Matoke project. We were 5 of us. Each one was given some support, but the support that was given me was to fund this place. Professor Muranga, yes. So for me, the support I was given was to fund this place because this institution was not getting funding. And the head of state labored to visit us here. He even planted a tree, Wabukia uganensis, one that is leveraged. Here we make a syrup, as you will see, that is really very effective on cough. It's already notified with NDA, and also Noah COVID uses the same plant here, you know. So he labored, but when he found that there were no policies, a review was made in the health sector. That was in 1996 to establish what the problem was, because at the time the facilities of health were really wanting, but the people were a bit healthy. So they really found out that who is making people healthy when the hospitals are wanting, and it was the traditional healer. And linking with the report Dr. Jamila has talked about, a consultant was commissioned by Ministry of Health, funded by Italian Corporation, to inform of status of traditional medicine in the country. And that report, we take it as a Bible here, and it's still very valid, though it was never commissioned, but it's very valid. Its time has come. The consultant recommended that there should be policies, and it's at that time that 1993 the Ministry of Health put in place a strategic plan that had a need to have laws put in place to organize the invisible hand, the traditional healer. And that was the onset of starting on policy for traditional and complementary medicine, for public-private partnerships. To date, we have the public-private partnership policy 2012, but at TCM now we have an act that was assented to in 2020, but now 4 years down the line, we're still talking about implementation, and the prayer has already come out. I know the minister is already working on it, but of course we're just pointing it out so that our new graduates get to know where the bottlenecks are. They could also add their voice. We want to expedite the implementation, because the implementation means a council of professionals in traditional medicine will be put in place. And that council will have committees, part of which will be a committee for training. The training we are celebrating today is just a tip of the iceberg. There are other trainings that can go to universities, various institutions, you know, but it's very good. We celebrate Director of Industrial Training, Madame Loves. Please stand up again for recognition. DIT, if it didn't put in place curriculum, we would not have a way of training. But behind that curriculum, we'd like to recognize in absentia Honorable Florence Nachwala Chinj, former Minister of Youth and Children, because through her, we established that private sector foundation had programs to fund herbalists. But along the line, we realized they needed training and we needed curriculum. So if we don't really look where we've come from, if we don't remember, God will, you know, it's always good to remember. She's currently senior advisor to the President for Women Affairs, but it started. So private sector foundation is also here acknowledged, because they labored, they dared put out their programs, and they are also still putting them there. But you've been advised to have circles to support you, access funding. You've heard of funds announced by the President, Women in Business. There is even one that was launched, I think, by the Vice President yesterday. But Chair, if you walk to the bank to claim that fund, they will ask you for collateral. They will ask you for land title. And majority of our women don't have land titles. Even the women married, they have joint titles with husbands, and you can't easily use that title. So Honorable Kafujo talked of what's going on in Munyonyo right now. We hail URSB for those arrangements. You see how the whole sector is networked. Because you may have the laws, you may have, but if you can't protect your products, nothing. So I was in that conference, but I had to get away because of dysfunction here. But what is being discussed there is women and intellectual property. The way people innovate. The group seated there, I'm telling you, if you got close, they are so innovative, but they don't know what to protect. And we saw that when you protect, then you earn more, and of course GDP will go up, and they even estimated the monies we can get and how we can quickly achieve on SDGs. If people were supported to know what innovation is. Sometimes we think it's rocket science, but it's not rocket science, you know? So I'm really sharing all this because I know sometimes we are invited to those fora and not all of you are there. This is my opportunity to let you know that we may have done all the training, everything, but if IP is not handled, so URSB, thumbs up for that. And for me, I do positive Lugambo, so you've heard. And if we call you in any engagement, like if all of you here, I don't know, Theta, where you fit these people, you need to be there. People need to be serious. And that's why, once again, as I finish this segment of appreciation, I thank again the guests of honor. You don't know what you've done to us today by coming here. So, now, I would like to appreciate the trainees. Guests of honor, those trainees seated there, called occupational herbalists, behind them, I want to just pick out some critical ones, like Madame Christine Senkubuki. Madame Christine Senkubuki, please come over. She's a professional in Mulambo Hospital. Yes, I would even like, I want people to know, you know, I don't know if people knew the good here, but we wouldn't have space. Kindly, let the guests of honor see you and maybe even greet him by telling him who you are and now.
I'm privileged. I'm Sekume Christine. I'm a registered midwife and I'm a senior anesthetic officer. I'm a registered midwife and a senior anesthetic officer. I'm privileged and I'm overwhelmed. Eko kubya uterus. Atemba bulireko ekyasinga okundeeta wano. Ekyasinga okundeeta wano. Ng'eddagala lye bayita ejjobyo. Herbalist nga bawa nnyo ejjobyo. Mb'oli wali mu theatre, buli omu afa, buli nga lireeta ekintu kye bayita hypertonic contractions. Hypertonic contractions ne zitta abaana, ne zitta abakyala. Awo waliwo bamidwives abalya. Muyimirireeko balabe bamidwives. Bonna bamanyi mwana wange midwife wali. Nebuuza kiki naye engeri gye nali midwife ng'ate nina interpersonal relationship ne bagamba kinaye ggwe gundi ono omwana we yavudde ki nanywedde kukanguya nga buli omu yenna anywedde akanguya gwe mulandira gwejjoyo neŋŋamba nti nentunuulira nendabako asinga obuto ne mugamba muwala gwe jangu bwe namukebera nga bebi we abulako katono nnyo okufa ne muwa spinal anesthesia ne mbagamba abasawo nti ono omwana akyali mulamu n'alyoka asikowalinga over 0.0001 naye ne mulisastatinga neŋŋamba nti where will I find these herbals neŋŋamba I have to grab soldiers with them so that I can talk to them. Now I can talk to them. I'm so happy.
Is Mirembe Ruth Lydia, Mrs. Chozira. Can Mr. Chozira show up, please? Mr. Chozira. I'm a senior midwife. Since 1993 in service, but you can see what herbal medicine has done to me. I'm a 7D medical personnel. I'm still in practice. Remaining with only 4 years and 8 months to make 60. I'm very passionate with herbal medicine. And even this is the first time to put this thing on my head because I have a product from jackfruit seeds and avocado seeds. And I've really gone through a number of this laboratory, Makerere University, Food Science and Technology, even here, research and certification going on. And Nebyaffe ebya herbal medicine tubyagala nnyo ffe waffe waka. Mwami wange oyo kirungi tali negative ku byo. Abaana era twagadde first born tujje naye wano naye olwaleero lwaddayo wati ku ssomero. Maama wange ne taata wange. Tata is making 88 years. Mommy is now 75. A mother of 12, all alive. And she was supposed to be here, but every weekend she has a function in Kampala and she's staying far. So we could not bring her this time. So we thank God for this herbal medicine. We've really helped so many people. I'm there in the Women's Hospital, Mulago, practicing. But I thank God, I can't really use a lot of time because I have to help others. But it's very wonderful.
Thank you for this minutes. Developed or underdeveloped, depending on how many mothers survive, the deaths and everything. So if these Abasa were here unraveling the challenges, I think Mulabaja Tulagase will chair that probably they will one day contribute to those indicators there. Thank you so much. You can go back dancing. The fun of herbal medicine. What do you weekend in the rural area? I'm not cycling ganga, get out of baby cola, now what they WhatsApp that we saw this, we saw, together with the Dr. Stavia for tuberculosis. And I normally tell Dr. Stavia, that is Wabugia ugandensis. That tree, you just ask because it can work on tuberculosis, it can work on any antimicrobial, and here we discovered chair, it can work on viruses. So it was found active even better than remdesivir. That was done in Uganda Virus Research Institute. CATSE, Science, Technology and Innovation, when we point here and say chair, or acknowledging support, trying support from the ministry in international bar since COVID time with His Excellency loving traditional medicine. Now making us sure to this place benefits from advanced research. You heard of the research which we spearheaded here, principal investigator with a team of medical doctors. Let me introduce my co-principal investigator, Dr. Walikudembe Robert. Jangu bakulabe bulungi ate musomesa wamwe. Dr. Walikudembe Robert. Sisobola kuyaza manya mutabuza ku our chair akutegelemwa who you are and why you love us here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Grace Nambatya. I think I join you to welcome everyone here, more so our guests of honor, and all of you people who have found time to come over. I want also to congratulate the graduates. Your effort you can see what has come out. I want to thank the parents who encouraged, actually not only the parents but even husbands. We have just been shown the gallant husband to one of the graduates, and to say that this is the way to go. We have all along been saying, where is our philosophy, the African philosophy? We took time to visit China with Grace. There was Chinese philosophy in managing disease. You go to Europe, there's European philosophy in managing disease. Actually what we are using here, even we call it the Western medicine. Can you imagine? Where's African medicine? So this is really a milestone. If we can proudly come out in the public and say we are starting putting a stone onto our African philosophy, that would be good. So I joined Dr. Grace Nambatya to thank everyone who put effort into bringing us today to this function, to this celebration, to this graduation as it is here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. Let me add on several our guests of honor. Dr. Nosimutono Nakamo is a key person in clinical trials engaged by WHO and other international agencies. Na ye wajana tulawan ye chalengera kolachi. Achiraba era he's at the forefront of getting us established here a clinical trial, a sort of an outpatient clinical. Yeah.
We have already talked to people who would be so key to have an outpatient clinical assessment department. A natural chemotherapeutic research institute without a clinic, a public clinic, will be an undertone. We need where the public is aware that at natural chemotherapy, you can go there and you can get the brains, both Western and African. When I say Western, of course, I'm a Western medical trained doctor, qualified. I don't shy out when I say I'm a qualified doctor because I'm a known registered medical practitioner in this country. But we are saying we need now this traditional, the African philosophy will let us bring out this science to handle our ailments, and I'm championing with my director here to make sure we have an outpatient clinical assessment department at Natural Chemotherapeutic Research Institute. Thank you.
I should recognize, but of course they are supported by the basic scientists. Unfortunately, public service has given us an improved structure, having positions for these cadres. Yeah, so you can go back to sit. Thank you for coming. And I always train them, I'm a teacher, you know. So I am appreciate my long speeches, appreciating. Let me appreciate National Drug Authority, not through you, Chair. There is Muchaba Michael there. Dr. Michael Muchaba, I don't know whether, I believe you'll be given time because what you're going to say is a bit different, but Dr. Michael and his department has really been very supportive, and at this point, let me appreciate again STI, because this year by December, we shall have a standing pilot GMP facility. And NDA has taken us through the audit, and I believe next week we're getting the approval so that we procure the engineers, and by December, Herbalists, if you really have a product notified, you'll be given space in that GMP to further work on it so that it can cross over to clinical trials in corners. Government of Uganda has facilitated all that. There is a clinical trial center now trying out your products there. So tell people, people are so fond of talking. They don't come. So, still appreciating. I want to, Nambi Agnes, are you there? Please come quickly. Chair, that beautiful girl, is testimony that herbal can work on sickle cell anemia. Yes, and not only herbal and complementary, because there are many complementary practitioners that are not yet here. That's why we want a council quickly, so that we know all the key players. But when you sit with her, and she recently lost her dad, but the mom is around. Moms stand up for recognition. They've been very supportive. But I'm telling you, sickle cell anemia, we even have a notified product from one Kalure Dewo from Seventh-day Adventist Church. It can keep a sickler without crisis for a whole year. And these products are all grouped here. You can go back to sit. Okay? Yes. So there's other competences altogether. But the director, National Council Higher Education, I'm privileged. Dr. Nambatya Kyeyune, he's my brother. He has told me, Dr. Grace, you people, when are you going for level 4? So DIT, we are going to knock at your door soon. Yeah? So, I would like to appreciate the NCRI staff. This arrangement of being in Munyonyo, in URSB thing, and just on phone, and wow, the thing is happening. Just bow to the chair. That is our great chair who make us be the way we are. He invests in us in trainings, like personalities. I'm I'm sorry I'm talking a lot, but if you don't know your personality, you will not know how to engage with another personality. And just a tip, like me, I'm a sanguine. We put on bright colors, we make friends easily, we trust easily. So when you know personalities of your colleagues, you just maneuver. This training that's too expensive chair. That's why I keep sharing, because not everybody will be, you know. So chair, thank you once again for the trainings. And you see me on TikTok, YouTube, and it starts the trainings of NDA. But you can walk on the street and ask somebody whether they know about it, and they've never heard about it. So we say, no, let's think out of the box. When WHO gives us a theme, it's not cast in concrete that you must celebrate it on that day. So we decided, we have an organizing committee here, in partnership with FETA. We said, let's have a program of activities and roll them out, beginning with the graduation today. That's why I'm talking about it. Tomorrow there is a speakers bureau at FETA. The theme is safety of traditional medicine, the role of regulators. And chair, when we celebrated on 10th October in Makerere University Public Health Auditorium, it's only you who can give a keynote speech, because the theme is on regulation, the role of the regulator. I'm telling you, there are other regulators like I've highlighted, but when you see the theme of WHO, chair, in relation to the recently concluded International Society of Pharmacovigilance, that great conference that was in Munyonyo, hosted by National Drug Authority, which looked at safety of medicines. And when we were looking at safety of medicines there in Munyonyo, it was mainly the synthetic medicines. But the ISOP has a chapter on herbal. Now NDA brings this theme, you know, and we really saw in ISOP that many people died due to the lack of safety in many ways. So for me, if I say our chair of the board is the most eligible person in the country to give a keynote address, I think I'm not talking out of the blue. And chair, we decided to really make it all-inclusive. And making it all-inclusive is not easy. And because Uganda works through a public-private partnership model, we engaged Business Friends Africa. Professor Dr. Mayanja, the chair cannot turn to break his neck. Please come when he sees you. Chair, Business Friends Africa is an entity that understands a lot.
The Center for Kempton Park Medical Center, that's where our former president Obote used to be treated. Mugabe, Shangarari. If you come there, please visit me. She has visited me several times, and I'll be with you whenever you call me.
Yes, that is achievement.